Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to the Dark Rites of Arkham. And in the last episode, guys, Jack and Harvey finally tracked down Mary Warren among the Forest cult, but the witch is basically a puppet of the cult now and had nothing to do with the portal or the grisly murders that Jack and Harvey are investigating. The detectives tried to leave the forest. The cult actually had a problem with that, and we ended up running from a giant beast known as the Guardian, who was actually the exact same creature that led to the death of Jack's partner, Mac. Now, Harvey was actually going to follow in Mac's shoes, but fortunately Jack was able to knock him off of a cliff and get some cold water splashed on his face and everywhere else, and they were able to escape. So, with that out of the way, maybe we'll deal with the cult a little bit later. It is time for us to investigate our third witch, Abigail Revell. And now, we have an implement that I think is going to help us out here with this occult symbol that we have found. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's try out the medallion here. This should make the witch show herself. Hey, Harvey. We know how this goes. Cover me in case Abigail Revell gives us a hard time. Whoa. Is this Harvey?
Ah, another bright, beautiful day. Hey, Jimmy! Don't run on the sidewalk. You could hurt someone.
But he's not running, he was biking.
Today is Monday, which means it's not time to water the lawn. Looks like it's bearing fruit this year.
Is this kind of like a Truman Show thing? Like everything you've ever wanted? Or Picard in the Nexus?
Let's see if what I ordered in the mail has shown up. Osgood, always so rough. I told him to close it gently. The door gets stuck if he slams it. Aren't those colors beautiful?
Well, there's a frisbee on the...
Must be little Hank Mason's. He always manages to get his stuff stuck on my roof. Osgood knows I prefer the other mailbox to this one. It's much prettier and more traditional. It's Joey's car. I've been taking care of it while he was in Vietnam. What day is it today? Monday? Time to give it its weekly polish. Let's get to it.
Okay, interesting. So we are definitely in the future if they're mentioning Vietnam, but...
There should be something in the toolbox to pry the mailbox door.
Oh, got a screwdriver. This is taking a very different turn than what I expected.
I bought a set of screwdrivers for a great price at the hardware store. After using them a couple of times, the tips got dull. Open. Here it is.
Oh, turtle wax.
Harvey!
I have no idea. Oh.
Morning, neighbor.
Morning, Ray.
I just saw your boy at Dorothy's. Didn't know she was back from Vietnam, or he was back.
Yes, he was discharged. He came home yesterday.
Yeah, that's what he told me. You must be pleased, huh? A sergeant, no less. A real war hero. Not like that good-for-nothing son of mine. While yours was caked in mud fighting a communist, what do you think mine did for his country? Protested the war. While the USA sends our young people to the other side of the world, what do you think he's doing? Lying around campus, twiddling his thumbs and smoking pot with other slackers like him. Anyway, enjoy having Joey back safe and sound. You're very lucky to have a son like that, Harvey.
Oh, well, thanks, Ray.
So this is kind of like if things hadn't gone wrong. Rocket polishing wax.
Well, let's get to work. Wait a minute. Didn't I bring any rags? You're losing your mind, Harvey.
Hey, Dad. I didn't want to wake you up so early. I know we were supposed to have breakfast this morning, but I had to see Cindy. I'm sorry, Dad.
Don't be silly, Joey. Cindy was dying to see you again. She's waited long enough.
You know what, Dad? I think I'm going to ask her to marry me. What do you think?
Oh, that's great news, son. Cindy'll be thrilled.
What about you?
Me? What do you mean?
How do I put this? You see, since Mom ditched us for that cult, you haven't been with anyone.
Well, I don't need anyone. I've got my books.
Damn, Dad. Really?
Watch your mouth, young man.
What about Miss Miller?
The librarian?
She's another spinster, like you. And I think you like each other. That's why you go to the library so much, huh, you sly dog?
No. I go because... Listen, son. Thank you for your concern about my love life. But I'm happy with the life I've got. And you know why? Because I watched you grow up. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't need anything else.
Harvey?
Since when do you call me that?
Harvey!
You're scaring me, son. What's wrong?
You have to wake up, Harvey. Wake up, Harvey! 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 Are you back, pal? Get behind me. No more head games, witch. We just came to talk, so stay put, okay?
You win.
But get that gun out of my face, will you? You alright, partner?
Yes.
Like I said, we just want to talk. Alright. Madame Lavinia? Or should I say, Abigail Revell?
How do you know my name?
We know where you're from. And let's say your status in this city is more than irregular.
You've done your homework, I see.
It's our job. By the way, I'm Detective Foster. This is my partner, Detective Whitman.
Whitman, huh? Did you enjoy my spell?
It's been a long night, so let's get to the point. You were the prime suspect in the murder we're investigating.
What the hell are you talking about? A few days ago, a portal opened in one of the rooms at the Pullman building. We found a victim, decapitated.
Let's cut to it. You killed him, didn't you?
A portal? What the hell's a portal? You know damn well what a portal is. It's not the first one you've opened. We've got evidence that you summoned one to commit a robbery, along with an individual identified as St. John at the Central Bank of Arkham.
Damn it.
Pretty sharp for being cops. There's no point in putting on a show and trying to wiggle out of this, is there?
You said it.
Very well. A week ago, a very strange man came to see me. He had a 6-foot Dunwich hayseed with him, dumb as a post.
I don't know how he could summon portals, but he asked me to open one in that building you mentioned. Only condition was that I didn't ask questions. All for a good chunk of money. Couldn't refuse.
Who was the guy?
He wouldn't give his name. I tried to read his mind, but I couldn't. He was trained for that. White magic, not black like mine. Protection spells, you know. He wasn't just anyone.
So if it's a Dunwich guy, it could be, the Waite family?
What can you tell us about the Dunwich guy? Forget about that guy. He must be dead by now. He was very sick, falling apart. I could read his mind, or at least what I could get out of his pea brain. His name was Wilbert Whately.
Yeah, the Whately family.
Apparently, he owed the other guy a favor.
So, according to you, he's dead.
I couldn't see his future. That means he had only a few days left to live. Did you go into that room? No. Terms were I'd open the portal and wait downstairs. I told him that the portal would last about 3 minutes. The idiot took too long, and when he crossed it, the portal closed and cut off his hand. It wasn't part of the deal, but I cast a spell to grow him a new one.
We already know whose hand it was, Harvey.
I'm now prime suspect. So I'm no longer number 1 on your list.
No.
Now you're number 2, accessory to murder. Nonsense. I didn't even know who those two had killed someone in there until you showed up.
What do you know about the Legacy of Abb?
The legacy of what?
The victim belonged to an order by that name.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Can you read our future?
I can see you're getting in some really dangerous shit I want no part of.
Do you know where we can find our suspect?
Absolutely no idea. Soon as I had regrown his hand, the bastard had the nerve to say he wouldn't pay me a dime. I didn't want to stand up to him. Not while he had that Dunwich beast by his side. St. John stiffed me on the bank money too. By this time I didn't let them make a fool, but this time I didn't let them make a fool of me. I put a curse on him. A curse? As a warning. He can't speak without spewing out a stream of blood. Told him he wanted things back to normal. He should come by with the money he owes me.
And has he come?
Not yet. Either he's trying to scrape it together or he's enjoying bleeding every time he opens his mouth.
Well, we've got a new suspect.
About whom we know practically nothing.
Only that when he talks, he pukes blood. Can you give us a description of the guy?
Dark hair, around 30, well-dressed. Nothing special about him. Pretty ordinary looking.
We can take you to the station and have Manners draw up a sketch then.
You planning to arrest half of Arkham? I already told you he was pretty average. Alright, cut the stories. Are you serious about me being an accomplice to murder? Am I under arrest or what?
Harvey?
She didn't know what those 2 men were gonna do. As far as I'm concerned, we can let it go. Good.
Not so fast, witch. We'll do it on one condition.
You want me to open a portal? Here. We know the victim had ties to an order called the Legacy of Abb.
And one of the guys behind this door belongs to that order.
If we could talk to him, we might learn the identity of our victim. and with any luck, get a lead on his killer. But this fortress is impregnable. They've turned us away as if we were trying to get into the coconut grove.
I see. If I open this portal, will you leave me alone? Yes, as long as you don't get into any trouble. Alright, but just so you know, summoning a portal leaves me drained for several days. You should take that into account, the effort involved.
We'd be very grateful. Whenever you're ready.
Gatha Manan Senawal.
What?
Make some room. Here's your portal. You have 3 minutes to use it. After that, it'll disappear. So be careful when you cross it. It cuts like a guillotine when it closes.
Well, wait a minute. How do we know this isn't a trick?
What are you talking about?
Can you assure me that this thing doesn't lead to another planet? We already done space tourism, by the way. We don't want a repeat.
Trust me. If I had wanted to get rid of you, I would have done so long ago. Good luck with your research.
Well, she was friendly. Are you ready, Harvey? Hey, what's up, man?
What did you see during the witch's spell?
Nothing. While I was pointing the gun at her, Revell said you were trapped in an alternate reality? A reality made up of your hopes and desires. Didn't affect me. I have no hopes for anything. No dreams. I'm dead inside. And that's what saved us.
I saw Joey, Jack.
Joey? Your son?
He'd become a full-grown man. He'd just come back from a war, wanted to get married, and...
Listen, Harvey. That wasn't your boy. It was a mind trick by that witch to knock us out of the game.
I know, but I almost told her to send me back there.
Oh shit, Harvey.
This is the reality we have to live with.
There's no other, unfortunately. And as hard as it is, we're gonna face it together. You and me. Through thick and thin. Are you with me, buddy? Good. Now let's see if we can find out the identity of our victim once and for all.
Alright, but can I ask you something?
Yes, of course. Anything you want.
Don't touch me again, please. I'm not very good with physical contact.
Sometimes I feel like strangling you. Let's go. Ugh, by the skin of our teeth. A portal? Who are you? What do you want? Professor Armitage! Intruders! Don't move. And what's all this commotion, Professor? Who are you? How did you get in here? Detectives Foster and Whitman. You wouldn't open the door for us earlier, so we had to find our own way in.
They've opened a portal.
A portal? A rather laborious method, but effective. I should arrest you for obstructing justice, by the way. Well, what do you want?
We would like to ask Professor Alan Thackeray a few questions. Is he one of you? I am Professor Thackeray.
Well, we have some questions for you. We understand you belong to an order called the Legacy of Abb.
What? How?
Don't answer, Professor. Let me do the talking. I think you're mistaken, detectives. Oh, come on, cut the crap. We want to go home. We're investigating a murder committed in the Pullman building. Oh, God. The guy had a symbol tattooed on his back. According to our research, it's the emblem of an ancient order called the Legacy of Abb. We also know that you, Professor Thackeray, have the same tattoo. On your wrist.
I think this complicates matters. And we're going to need all the help we can get. Do you agree, gentlemen?
You're in charge, Professor.
Detectives, you are in the presence of the Legacy of Abb. I am Professor Henry Armitage, and these are my colleagues, Alan Thackeray and Francis Morgan. The person you're talking about was Professor Warren Rice. He was the fourth member of the Order.
Why was Warren Rice staying up at the Pullman building?
There is a certain event that will take place soon. Professor Rice was the only one who had access to an object without which that event cannot succeed. We hid him in that room for safety until everything was over.
Did Warren Rice have any enemies?
The Order may have enemies, but he, in the eyes of the world, was nothing more than a simple professor of classical languages.
Who knew he was hiding there?
No one. Only we knew. The professor's safety was our priority.
And what's the goal of your order?
To protect the human race.
Wow. With only 4 people? Apparently, only you knew Professor Rice's whereabouts. According to our source, the person who knew his whereabouts used something else to behead him. Wilbur Whately. A Dunwich beast who, we are assured, must already be dead due to severe illness.
Beheaded?
Our mission is in jeopardy.
The instigator of the murder and the person who knew his whereabouts is still alive. And considering that, as you mentioned, no one else knew where Professor Rice was... Oh, I've always wanted to say this. The murderer is among you.
That's not possible.
Mr. Morgan, Francis Morgan, who has not spoken. Professor Morgan, right? Are you listening to me?
The professor is suffering from severe laryngitis. He suffers excruciating pain when he speaks.
So he can't talk. Or he doesn't want to. The killer used a witch to get into the fortified room. Seemed like a good deal. She provided the portal and he paid for her services. But one of them didn't stick to the deal. You should never anger a witch, you know? She can cast a curse on you that involves, I don't know, vomiting blood whenever you try to speak.
Professor Morgan?
You have laryngitis, right?
Come on, Professor Morgan. Say something. Say, for example, that you're not the killer.
Professor? Professor Morgan!
But what the hell happened? Where's Morgan?
The book! Oh no.
Was it the Necronomicon? Oh dear. Oh,
No. No!
This is the end, Professor Armitage. That head! That must be Professor Rice's.
can someone explain to me what happened here?
We had a mole in the Order and we didn't even realize it. He used Professor Rice's head to steal the Necronomicon. All is lost! Turn off that damn alarm! It's getting on my nerves.
The Necronomicon? The hell is that?
A book. A grimoire. Supposedly written by the mad Arab Abdul al-Hazred. It contains arcane knowledge and spells. Dark arts so powerful they would make Isaiah Mason's powers look like a child's birthday magic show. That book is a myth, Jack.
It's no myth. The Necronomicon is real. The Abb Legacy's mission was to protect it with our lives. We have failed. Mankind is doomed.
Well, hold on. I'm not getting any of this. What are you talking about?
Bring Grobin Sot, Professor. We'll need all the help we can get.
Are you sure? Can we trust them?
Bring him, damn it! I ask you to open your minds to what you are about to witness.
Please don't be alarmed.
Holy cow! My name is Grobin Sot IV, High Priest of the 11th Asterian Empire on the planet Abb. If you are listening to this message, it is because I have died. I have transferred my essence to these devices, which I have scattered throughout the cosmos in order to prevent a fate similar to ours. I will be able to answer any of your questions to the extent of my memories, but no further than the moment of my death. First, I want you to know the fate of my species. You are seeing the planet Abb in its moment of splendor. It took us millennia, but we managed to eradicate war and disease. We enjoyed centuries of harmony and prosperity. However, a group of apocalyptic dissidents emerged who desired the planet's extinction. They wanted to use the outer god Yog-Sothoth for this purpose. Yog-Sothoth, the gateway, the key. Yog-Sothoth, the devourer of worlds. Past, present, and future are one in Yog-Sothoth. We didn't give it any importance. We were a species forged in reason. The outer gods were nothing more than myth and superstition. But they managed to summon him, and we discovered too late that we were wrong. This is our planet at the moment I record these words. Dead. The few of us who survived are doomed. We will die in a few hours. Yog-Sothoth has not yet finished his work. Let these facts serve as a warning. No one is safe from Yog-Sothoth. The entire cosmos is in danger. From now on, you will be the legacy of Abb.
Oh, wow. Okay, we can just ask about Yog-Sothoth. Let's go. Tell us about Yog-Sothoth. You said it was a god?
Yog-Sothoth is a deity trapped outside the universe we inhabit. It seduces those versed in magic by promising them forbidden knowledge and powers. It is all a deception. Its sole purpose is to end life in this universe.
What does it look like?
Its most common manifestation is a shapeless, colossal mass, but it can take other forms.
How did they manage to summon it?
Through an ancient grimoire. According to legend, every civilization in this universe has one. The Necronomicon, in our case. The message reached our planet in the 9th century. Our predecessors managed to find the book, and since then it has been guarded by this machine, whose technology was provided by Grobin Sot. Only a member of the Order can open it, using a sophisticated facial recognition system.
That's why Professor Morgan had Rice beheaded, so he could get his hands on it.
Is our planet in danger?
All planets are. We know of the existence of an apocalyptic apocalyptic sect that has been trying to get hold of the book for centuries. We are aware that they recently discovered a copy of it. A German translation of Abdul Alhazred's original. But its spells have no effect or produce unexpected results. They experimented with summoning certain creatures before doing so with Yogg-Sothoth, but they did not match what was described in the Necronomicon.
Shit. I bet my entire salary that the one we escaped from the forest is one of them.
It makes perfect sense.
Thanks again, Robensat. Professor?
I like this take on it. It's actually really cool.
Do you understand the magnitude of the problem, detectives? The enemies of humanity will summon Yogg-Sothoth tonight.
How do you know it'll be tonight?
Yogg-Sothoth can only be summoned during a planetary alignment. In a few hours after a century has passed, all the planets will align again.
And who are these enemies?
I told you about a cult that got a hold of a German translation of the Necronomicon. It's them. They've been trying to summon the outer god Yogg-Sothoth for centuries.
Do they have a name? I have experience with cults. I may have heard of them.
They don't have a name, and I don't know how many people are involved. But I assure you that their tentacles spread everywhere, infiltrating places you would never suspect. Who would have thought that Professor Morgan was one of them?
Who's their leader?
Well, we managed to find out that oil tycoon Graham Bradley led the cult at the end of the last century. After extensive research, we learned that this title was passed down from father to son. The Bradley family has been leading it since its inception.
Graham Bradley? The Bradley family? That means the current leader is...
Indeed.
Goddamn Mayor Bradley. Motherfucking son of a bitch! Rumors suggested that he had led the Ku Klux Klan cell in Arkham. And it turns out he was the leader of an apocalyptic cult that worships unspeakable horrors.
Is there a way to stop all of this?
By getting hold of the Necronomicon before they can summon Yogg-Sothoth.
Suppose they manage to summon him. Is there any way to send that outer god packing?
There's a spell in the Necronomicon that reverses the summoning. It would cause Yogg-Sothoth to depart from this reality. Unfortunately, it's written in the Migo language. Abdul Alhazred was able to transcribe it, but he was unable to translate it. No one knows that language.
I do.
Are you serious? How is that possible?
It's a long story, but I know that language.
That means all is not lost. You are humanity's last hope, Detective Whitman.
Oh, God.
Where will this summoning take place?
I wish I knew, Detective.
We have to find Bradley, Harvey. Sometimes I think the best thing that could happen to humanity would be a meteor to come and wipe everything out. But not today, right?
We have to do something.
Well, what choice do we have? Alright, here's the situation. Yogg-Sothoth will be summoned tonight.
It's 9 o'clock and the alignment of the planets has begun. It'll be complete in 6 hours. At that point, the summoning will begin.
So we have exactly 6 hours to find the location of the ceremony. We know the mayor is at the Arkham Coliseum Theater.
At a campaign event, yes.
Ooh, there we go. Bradley requested the captain's presence, claiming his life might be in danger. Which makes me think he doesn't want any trouble on this special night. Let's go to the theater. I assume that after the event, he'll go to the site of the invocation. We'll hold him, even at gunpoint if necessary, until the planetary alignment passes, and that's that. You coming?
We're not men of action like you. We'd be more of a hindrance than a help.
Let's go, Harvey.
Good luck, detectives. You're going to need it.
Oh, man. And all roads now lead to the Arkham Coliseum Theater, guys. Hell's bells. Okay, did not expect Yogg-Sothoth into this, but that definitely raises the stakes to almost as high as you can put them. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it an episode and see what happens at the theater. If you guys like the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.